You know, I never thought I would do advocacy work. In fact, I am like a on diplomatic ministry. Sometimes I say, "Oh yeah, I'm a diplomat from representing Ukrainian Baptist Church." I was not trained for that. I didn't think about that. But when the war came to Ukraine in 2014, and parts of the eastern territories in Crimea was taken, especially since the beginning of full-scale invasion in February 2022, there was a great need to speak about Ukraine because Russia used a lot of propaganda just representing everything from the false, from their own idea, trying to convince people that Russia is standing for traditional Christian values, that Putin is the last defender of Christianity, and so on and so on and so on. So we had to deal with that lie. We had to speak truth. We had to be eyewitnesses of what is going on. And what I have found, and that was unexpected for me, that many people in the West, among just ordinary people, and among politicians, people of power and decision makers, they wanted to know what Christians think about this war. What is our perspective? How we see the situation? How we see the possible outcome or the future for Ukraine? And that brought me to many parliaments. I'm humble, but I may tell that as Baptist pastor, I probably met more politicians than any Ukrainian politicians for the entire life. And it's not because of me. And I understand I cannot teach people. I'm not representing our government, our parliament, or military people. I'm just Baptist pastor. But I understand God opens the doors for me to be witnesses. This is what Jesus told us. You will be my witnesses. So for me, it's time to speak about Him being present in Ukraine during the time of the war. I'm witness of God's grace in the midst of most terrible things that can happen to people's life or any given country. I'm eyewitnesses. And tremendously, people would like to listen to that. And I think God was using that testimony of myself, people who are working beside me, or I'm working beside them on different levels, really to speak truth, to stand for justice, to advocate what is right from God's perspective, to stand for values, for moral leadership. Because in our world, among politicians, there are many good managers, but very few leaders. There is a great lack of moral dimension of leadership. People just trying to negotiate, people just trying to find what is best. Okay, let's meet somewhere in the middle. But where is values? Where is justice as a foundation of God's righteousness? Where is moral dimension? What is right? What is wrong? How you can negotiate with the evil? How you can try middle ground with people that don't respect life dignity, that send millions of their own soldiers to be killed, to be slaughtered, killing other people? How you can negotiate with these people? So I believe as representative of churches, and this is what I see my role during this wartime, that we should speak truth in love, but speak truth with prophetic perseverance, because this is what we are called to do. We should stand for God's standards, not human standards. But doing this advocacy work, which I was not trained to and prepared for, I'm still dreaming about the time when the war will be finished, and I would come back to normal pastoral ministry, just preaching, teaching, taking care of people, loving and loving God.